There exists a handful of creatures on this planet that have stared extinction in the face, and simply refused to blink. They are survivors of time itself, relics from an age when the Earth was young, continents were shifting, and monsters ruled the seas. Yet somehow, these beings endure, unchanged, unbroken, and almost unrecognizable to our modern world. They are known as living fossils, rare, ancient life forms that seem to mock evolution by staying exactly as they were millions of years ago. And among them are some of the strangest, most hauntingly beautiful creatures you've ever heard of. Let's begin with a predator that looks like it escaped straight out of a deep-sea nightmare, the Goblin Shark. No creature captures the eerie persistence of evolution quite like this one. With a body designed for the eternal dark, this shark glides through the ocean's midnight zone where sunlight dares not reach. Its skin, pale, pink, and rubbery, resembles that of something half-formed. Its jaw, a mechanical terror that shoots forward with explosive speed, snatching prey before they even sense danger. Scientists call it Mucorina o'Stoney. The world knows it as the Goblin Shark, the ocean's very own ghost. This creature's lineage stretches back over 125 million years. While empires rose and fell, while dinosaurs vanished and mammals took their place, this shark stayed the same, quietly perfecting its art of survival. And yet, despite its monstrous look, it's not a villain. It's a time traveler, a glimpse into an ocean that once belonged to creatures far older than humanity itself. In 2019, fishermen off the coast of Indonesia pulled up not one, but 4 goblin sharks in their nets. For a country that had never officially recorded this species in its waters, it was like discovering a ghost had taken residence in your backyard. Each shark looked like something conjured by a fever dream, a swordfish crossed with a nightmare, its snout long and weapon-like, its teeth needle-thin, and uncomfortably human. But what's truly haunting isn't how the goblin shark looks. It's what its existence says about life on Earth. For millions of years, it has survived untouched in the deep, safe from human greed. But now, as deep-sea fishing expands, creatures like it are being yanked from their ancient homes. These are animals that live slow, reproduce slower, and simply cannot recover when their numbers fall. Each one pulled from the depths is another chapter of Earth's history erased. Yet, hope flickers in unexpected places. In Indonesia's western provinces, a remarkable initiative known as Panglima La, Commander of the Sea, is rising. It's not a government program, not a faceless institution. It's a community-driven alliance, local fishers, researchers, and elders working together to protect what little remains of the deep. Through traditional wisdom and modern tracking technology, they are mapping shark populations, marking conservation zones, and enforcing rules that keep ancient life safe. In a world where humans often destroy, here they are learning to protect. Because when you start pulling goblin sharks from the sea, you aren't just catching fish, you're pulling ghosts from the past, tearing open the very memory of evolution. But the ocean isn't the only place where time forgot to move forward. Deep within Australia's wilderness, another ancient life form hides, not a predator, but a survivor of fire, flood, and extinction. It's called the Wollemi Pine, and it's older than the Himalayas. In 1994, a group of hikers stumbled upon a canyon filled with strange pine-like trees. At first glance, they looked ordinary, green, leafy, unremarkable. But when a botanist examined a single leaf, he froze. It didn't belong to any known species. In fact, the last time Earth saw this kind of tree was 66 million years ago, before the asteroid that ended the dinosaurs. The discovery was so shocking that scientists compared it to finding a living dinosaur walking through a forest. Only 60 trees were alive, all of them clinging to life in one hidden gorge. The Wollemi Pine's DNA revealed a story almost too strange to believe. Its genome, 4 times larger than ours, is crammed with what scientists call jumping genes, chaotic bits of genetic code that do little more than take up space. It's like a hoarder's attic filled with ancient relics of evolution, messy, unnecessary, yet priceless in its history. But what really makes this tree remarkable isn't its age or its genetics, it's its stubborn will to live. For tens of thousands of years, the Wollemi pine has survived droughts, ice ages, and even the infernos of Australia's modern wildfires. During the devastating blazes of 2020, firefighters undertook a classified rescue mission to save them. In the heart of Wollemi National Park, crews worked in secrecy, using helicopters to drop water and fire retardant to protect the last living grove. They weren't just saving trees. They were saving the last breath of the prehistoric world. Yet even these giants face an invisible enemy, a deadly root fungus, Phytophthora cinnamomai. It eats the tree from the inside out, spreading decay from the roots upward. Ironically, it may have been humans who brought it there. Curious visitors, eager to see the dinosaur tree, carried it in on their boots. Now, the wild population of Wollemi pines is guarded like a state secret. Only a handful of scientists know its exact location. But thanks to conservation efforts, cuttings from the trees have been cloned and grown in botanical gardens worldwide. If the wild grove ever disappears, the species will still live, scattered across human gardens, silent witnesses to an ancient era that refuses to die. From the depths of the ocean to the canyons of Australia, life finds a way to endure. And on a small, forested island in Japan, another living fossil tells a story of survival that's both bizarre and beautiful. Meet the amami rabbit, a dark-furred, wide-eyed bunny that looks like something between a cartoon and a relic. Found only on Japan's Amami Islands, this creature is the last of its kind, the final remnant of a lineage that predates modern rabbits by tens of thousands of years. But what makes the Amami rabbit truly fascinating isn't just its age. It's the strange friendship it's formed with a vampire plant. Yes, a parasitic plant called Balanophora euonensis, bright red, root-sucking, and completely incapable of photosynthesis, depends on this rabbit for survival. Scientists once thought the plant's seeds spread by wind. But then they discovered the truth: the rabbit eats the plant's fruits, digests them, and poops out the seeds intact. In doing so, it unknowingly plants the next generation of this bizarre, blood-red species. It's nature's most unexpected alliance, a prehistoric rabbit and a parasitic plant helping each other survive in a modern world. But there's tragedy hidden beneath this harmony. Both are endangered. And if the rabbit disappears, the vampire plant will vanish with it. Each of these stories, the shark, the pine, the rabbit, carries the same echo: life refuses to surrender. But among all these living fossils, perhaps none is more peculiar than the aardvark, nature's introverted engineer. With a snout like a vacuum cleaner and ears like a rabbit, it digs through the African soil in solitude. Its teeth are made of hundreds of tiny tubes instead of enamel, an evolutionary oddity that no other animal on Earth shares. It lives alone, sleeps all day, and ventures out at night to feast on ants and termites. Every burrow it digs becomes a shelter for other animals, making it one of Africa's most important architects. Yet it asks for nothing in return. Quietly, it builds homes for others and disappears into the night. And then, there's the one creature that truly shattered science itself, the coelacanth, the fish that came back from the dead. Declared extinct for 80 million years, it was rediscovered in 1938 when a South African museum curator found one in a fisherman's net. The world erupted in disbelief. This wasn't supposed to happen. Extinction was final, until the coelacanths said otherwise. Decades later, more were found, off the coast of Indonesia, Madagascar, and the Comoros Islands. They live deep in volcanic caves, hidden in the twilight zone of the ocean. With lobed fins that resemble primitive limbs, they are the missing link between fish and the first creatures that ever crawled onto land. To see one alive is to look directly into the past, at the ancestor of all land animals, including us. And finally, hidden beneath India's soil, another ancient survivor waits out eternity, the purple frog. Chubby, violet, and almost comically shaped, this amphibian spends 364 days a year underground. It emerges only once, during monsoon season, to breed. For decades, it eluded scientists, until it was officially discovered in 2003. Its lineage stretches back to the time of the dinosaurs. The purple frog has outlived empires and extinctions by doing one simple thing: staying hidden. It doesn't compete. It doesn't adapt. It just endures. These creatures, the shark, the pine, the rabbit, the aardvark, the coelacanth, the frog, are living proof that evolution is not a straight line. It's a labyrinth. And sometimes, survival isn't about changing. It's about holding on. In a world obsessed with progress, these beings remind us that endurance itself is an art, that there is beauty in what refuses to break. So the next time you look into the dark of the ocean, or walk beneath ancient trees, remember, somewhere out there, time itself is still alive.